Hey, Yankee fans, it's Yankee Fred. How you doing? Of course, I got this as my birthday gift, so I had to show it to you. And we all have had to do this for the last, oh my God, 6, 7 months now. I'm going to take it off to finish my Yankee Fred, but just wanted to show off my birthday present. Hey, Yankee Fred here. You know, this has been, without a doubt, the craziest year you can possibly imagine. And we never got to Yankee Stadium. Yankee Fred never got to Yankee Stadium. The boys in the truck, they took the year off. What can I tell you? It was a crazy year. You play 60 games, and it's over. And the Dodgers won. I salute them. They got to the end. There probably should be an asterisk because 60 games is barely 1/3 of the year. And, things change so drastically. And Tampa Bay, congratulations to them. They did their job. But anyway, it's been a wacky year. Lots of pitching changes. Guys who never hit that great had these great averages, and guys who were supposed to have great averages didn't hit very well. But it's only a third of the season, so things could have turned around. You just never know. But what do you think about 2021? I don't know. I have no idea, except I would love to go back to the stadium, go to the court deli, get my hot dog and my sandwich, and have the boys in the truck, get a sandwich and get back in the smell of the grass. And, I just can't wait to get back. When it will be, we just don't know. The Yankees played okay. They didn't play great. They didn't play horrible. They did win enough games, of course, to get to the playoffs. So here are the high points of the players, I think. Of course, number one, Garrett Cole looked terrific. He looked great. Well worth the investment. It's a lot of money, but he's a lot of pitcher. Clint Frazier improved. So much so he was nominated for a Gold Glove. I can't believe that, but he did look better in the field. He has a quick bat. I think he showed the Yankees he needs to be playing most of the games in 2021. Kyle #Ioka, that's what we call him. He showed great promise. He was good with the bat. He handled the pitchers wonderful. So the Yankees might have got themselves at least a 50% catcher, if not more, for the future. DJ LeMahieu won the batting title. Okay, it was 60 games, and he knows that. We all know that. But he had a terrific year. And the Yankees, the brass, if you're listening, you must sign this guy. He's worth every penny. They don't shift on the guy. It's great. Jordan Montgomery, I thought, pitched well. He threw very, very pointed. In other words, his curveball was terrific. His fastball kept getting better and better, and he even looked good in the playoffs. I think he's a number 3 pitcher, certainly behind Cole. Gio Urshela continued to be a vacuum at third base and hit the ball. What more? It was up in the air. Was 2019 a fluke? No, he proved it. So he's our third baseman. Luke Voit won the home run title. And he had a sore foot, but I like his guts. I like the way he went out. He limped, but he didn't care. He's kind of a throwback player, and he can hit the ball a long way. Zach Britton, Chad Green, and Louis Cessa did a good job in the bullpen, especially Britton. I thought that he pitched lights out. Let's keep those guys. And then the phenom, Davy Garcia. Oh, my God. He's the real thing. He's a small guy, but he generates great speed and movement on his ball. Just watch the batters. That's all you have to do is watch the batters. So he's our most promising pitcher in years. So not so much the low points, but the so-so guys. And that would be Gleyber Torres, Gary Sanchez, Aaron Hicks, Mike Ford, Mike Tauchman, Thairo Estrada, Ottavino, Gardner, Tyler Wade, Happ, Tanaka. They did okay. They had some high points, but they also had some low points, which hurt us in the end. And then Judge, Stanton, Severino, Paxton, Chapman, and Canely all got hurt and were out significant time. Canely pitched in one game and he never came back. So we also found that out. And we might have found out that there may just not be a place for Miguel Andujar. We're going to have to think about it. I just read he's going to play winter ball. That can only help him. Up and coming, I really liked Clark Schmidt, Mike King. This guy, Nick Nelson, watch out for him. He's a bullpen guy, and he could move up the ladder. Miguel Yajure has great stuff. And this kid, Brooks Kriske, he throws hard. End of the bullpen, he could be a closer someday. You don't know. These guys need to develop. All these young pitchers are under Yankee control. Of course, I think the pandemic and the loss of revenue by all the major league teams is going to affect how much they're going to spend this winter. So some players who thought they might get this, only going to get less. It just stands to reason. The revenues are down. TV revenue, radio revenue, sales, concessions, all that's going to be down. But we do hope we can be in the stands. And as far as the Yanks, I believe changes will come. They always come every year. For instance, who's going to really play shortstop? Is it going to be Torres? Who's going to play first? Is it going to be Voit or is he going to be a DH? What about Gardner and Happ? We've not tendered their contracts, so they have to make a decision. And Tanaka and Paxton as well. They're all free agents. Who's going to catch? Are we going to add a left-handed bat or two, which I would be in favor of, and maybe a starting pitcher? I tell you the truth, I like Francisco Lindor. He's got 1 year left and he's a free agent. I would love a trade with Cleveland because, as my friend says, nobody stays in Cleveland. They eventually move. And then I like this guy in Texas, Joey Gallo. You want a left-handed bat that can play first base, outfield, and even a little third base in DH. He would be a great addition to the Yankees. And I like Brad Hand. For some reason, Cleveland did not tender him a contract, so he's out there. I would love to see the Yankees add him to the bullpen because we may not have Canely. He might not be able to even pitch in 2021. We have pieces for the trade, and Yankee fans, we have a lot of young talent, but you can't keep them all, and they can't all make the 25-man roster, 26-man roster. And then finally, we got this guy. They call him the Martian. I mentioned him in Yankee Fred, Jason Dominguez. I've seen him on video. He's a monster. If this guy keeps developing, the problem is he's only 17 years old. Ugh. I mean, can he make it as an 18? No, probably not. But 2 years, watch this guy. He can hit both sides of the plate. He's a complete 5-tool player. What a find. I can't wait to see him come up to the Bronx. But he is only 17. So I heard on the radio the other day an expression that I'd like to pass along, and I've been passing it along, is that this guy said, everything is trying to get better in this country and statewide and so forth. But he warned about a thing called caution fatigue. And the more he talked about it, I thought, what a great way to talk about how we're getting tired, of the masks and social distancing. We can't go here. We can't go to a ball game. It's hard to get into a restaurant, and we all do it for 6 months or more now. But I guess we can't stop. We have to keep doing it. Otherwise, how are we ever going to outlast the pandemic? And even a vaccine will, of course, help. But we need to keep up and keep our distance, keep our masks on, wash our hands, and all those things that people keep telling you all the time. Anyway, I hope this too will pass. Finally, I can't wait until once again we can extend those most basic gestures of kindness and love, shaking hands and giving hugs. We haven't been able to do that much. And Yankee fans, all baseball fans, see you in spring training 2021, or maybe we'll do another Yankee Fred as the winter goes on if some big deals go down. Anyway, be safe. Thanks, Yankee fans.